Well, Pittsburgh has won 8 straight games against Indy, which is their longest active streak. And hopefully they're well rested as they had a few extra days to prepare for the Colts. Under Coach Tomlin on the road, the team is 6-2 coming off of a Thursday night football game. Now it's time for your keys to the game presented by your neighborhood Ford store. Let's send it back over to Bob and Coach. Guys.
All right, Missy, let's start with what is the playoff picture. I know you guys don't want to focus 4 games down the road, but it is what it is. You're right in it, despite what happened last week. So how do you explain that 22 of 32 teams right now are within a game of a playoff spot throughout the entire NFL?
You know, this is the ultimate parity league, as we call it. So much of what happens in the National Football League is constructed for competitive fairness, so that you know, all the 32 teams have a fair shake at this thing. There's a salary cap, the way that we draft, the way that you acquire people on the waiver wire, all of it speaks to competitive fairness. And so I would imagine New York is pleased with the tight races that we have right now.
It certainly leads to increased viewership, that's for sure. People are tuned into all of these games. And when they tune into this one, what is your checklist, number one on it against Indy?
I think the number one thing is we can't be fragile. Indy's going to make some plays. It is going to be a tough and competitive game. And we can't let, you know, recent events, you know, quell us or take away from our fight. We got to be really solid. We got to be mentally tough. We got to smile in the face of adversity. Those are things that we value all the time, but based on a couple of recent performances, we can't take that for granted. We got to understand that they're going to make a play or two. That's football, particularly at this level. We're capable of it as well, and we got to be prepared to play 60 minutes.
Defense has always been something that's been a catalyst for you guys in games, where you make a play and you turn it into points. In this game, specifically against this team, how important will that be?
It always is, but like I've said in recent weeks, sometimes the defense being a catalyst is not necessarily providing a splash, but holding ground. We turned the ball over last week, and we didn't hold them to a field goal. And really, when you look at it, that's the difference in the outcome of the game. Good defenses got no control over which way they take the field. They got all the control over how they get off the field, and that's something that we take pride in around here historically. And so, you know, I think about things like that. It's not necessarily the splash play, but it is the significant play. Sometimes it's smiling in the face of adversity that the game presents. Getting a stop and holding someone to the field goal when they're on the short field, for example. And so, no question, we expect big plays from the defense in this one.
Real quick, with more time, last week Mitch Trubisky had just a short week to get ready. Do you expect better performance from him and the offense in this game?
Without question, yes.
All right. Coach, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Thank
all
you.
The best.